Hi, I'm Chef Gail Sokol and welcome to my kitchen. Today we're making gelato. We're going to Italy and we're going to be making really an Italian ice cream. Super easy. There's no custard to make, no eggs. Gelato is denser than most ice creams, and it's basically three ingredients that you heat up so the sugar dissolves and flavorings. And that's all it is. And Stracciatella is actually very similar to an American chocolate chip ice cream, but not quite. And before I get started to explain the difference, I want you to click that notification button. I want you to become a subscriber. I don't want you to miss any of my tips or videos because they're pretty great. So Stracciatella is actually from an Italian word, stracciare, which is like shreds or tears, little rips. And what you do is traditionally vanilla ice cream, a very rich gelato is made, not ice cream, gelato is made. And then as it's in the ice cream machine, whatever machine you use, you drizzle in high quality melted bittersweet or semi-sweet chocolate, and it hardens on contact because the cocoa butter will harden and get solid once it hits the frozen gelato. And you get like little bits, like little strips and shards, and it's delicious to bite into. It really, although chocolate chip ice cream is wonderful, it really puts it to shame because it's delicious. And we're going to add some Marcona almonds to it as well to make it Stracciatella almond gelato. So I was in Washington, D.C. recently, and I had a dessert that had Stracciatella gelato and Marcona almonds all together. And it was amazing. So Marcona almonds, this is a typical almond with the skin on, right? Whole almond that you might find in the grocery store. That's fine. This is a Marcona almond. It's flatter, it's a little sweeter, and you can see the difference. And it's flat, it almost looks like a bean, and it's usually fried and salted. And oh my gosh, are they delicious. So I put about 1/4 cup coarsely chopped into my finished gelato. So we are going to be making an easier version of Stracciatella because we're not going to be drizzling in the melted chocolate into the ice cream machine, because sometimes that's hard for people to do, especially if you have a small ice cream machine with a smaller opening. So we're going to have a little hack about it, and it's going to be fun to show you how to do that. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to bring to a boil 1.5 cups of whole milk, and it's got to be whole milk because you want that fat, you want the richness and denseness of the gelato. 1 cup of heavy cream, and I'm putting that on high heat, although I do not want it to come to a boil. 3/4 cup of granulated sugar. That's the base, basically, everybody. That is the base of our gelato. And you take your whisk, you whisk your sugar, and you bring that to a medium-high heat until the sugar dissolves. That's it. And then flavorings. So you could add anything you wanted to this to create, any type of flavoring that you want. So we are going to add pure vanilla extract and almond extract to give that beautiful vanilla gelato flavor and a little almond kick because it is Stracciatella almond. Now the Stracciatella and the little shreds of chocolate will come after it's processed. So I'm going to bring that up to almost a boil. You don't want to let it boil. And I have here an ice water bath, a big old ice water bath. So what I'm going to do is pour my base for my gelato into an empty bowl, empty, clean, hopefully heat-proof bowl. And it's going to go right in there. You don't have to put it through a sieve like you do when you make regular ice cream. Some gelatos do have egg, but a typical traditional gelato, Italian gelato, will not have any egg in it. So, and that makes it a little denser, and there's a little more sugar, so it's a little sweeter, but it is so good. And in Italy, they serve it in little tiny scoops, and it's delicious. So I'm going to put the base in here once it gets really hot and the sugar dissolves, and then I'm going to put it over my ice water bath, where I'm going to leave it for about 10 minutes so it gets really cool really quickly and the cooking process stops. And then I'm going to cover this bowl with plastic wrap, and I'm going to put it in my fridge until it gets nice and cold. Because remember this rule, folks. If you're making gelato or ice cream, a warm base, and that's what this is called, the gelato base, does not freeze well if it's not ice cold. So remember that. And you want to make sure that it is ice cold because it'll freeze the fastest and you won't get any iciness to it. If it doesn't freeze fast, the longer it takes to freeze, you'll get ice crystals. And no one wants those. So you really want a nice smooth texture. Smooth, okay? So we're almost there. I'm not looking to see any type of bubbling. I don't want to bring it to a boil, but I can feel, you can see that our sugar is, I can see that the sugar is dissolved because when my whisk goes by, I don't feel the granules with the whisk. You know, you can sort of feel it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use my whisk and I'm going to actually pour it into my bowl so it doesn't dribble everywhere. That works really well. I learned that in chemistry class, right? It pays to be a chemistry major. I'm going to put this in my sink. And then this is our base. I'm going to whisk in our vanilla extract and our almond extract. 1.5 teaspoons pure vanilla extract. And I have 1 teaspoon of almond extract just to give that really, really nice almond flavor. I'm going to whisk that in. It smells beautiful. It's like a really beautiful, fragrant perfume, but it's vanilla and almond. Yum. Great flavorings. And now I'm going to put it into my ice water bath. And I'm going to let it hang out a little bit until it cools down a little bit, because you don't want to put that bowl in the freezer, in the fridge right now to cool down, because it'll warm everything else up in your refrigerator. And then you'll get mad at me, and I don't want you to get mad at me. So next thing I'm going to do is we're going to make our stracciatella part. We're going to make our stracciatella, our shreds. And this is my hack for it. And I do have a video on how to just make chocolate shards that you can decorate a cake with. So I have wax paper that I have taped each corner, so four places, and I've just pushed it in to a sheet pan. I have about 1/2 cup of bittersweet or semi-sweet high quality chocolate. And I have melted it over a nice warm water bath. So you can see it's nice and melted. All right, nice and melted and beautiful. And I'm going to put it onto this wax paper because I don't want to be drizzling my chocolate into my ice cream maker, because my ice cream maker, if I took the top off to do that, may not work. And I have tried. And there are many ways to do this. You can even put the base, after it's frozen through your ice cream machine, you can actually put it into a rectangular pan and just drizzle your chocolate in. And again, traditionally, that's what they do in Italy. They actually drizzle it into the ice cream machine once it is processed. I am just going to smear and spread this like I'm spreading butter on toast. And you see what I'm doing? And I'm just making it as thin as I can. And then we're going to chill this only for a few minutes in our refrigerator or freezer. And we are going to create the little shards, the little shreds that you're going to see in our Stracciatella Gelato. So get it as thin as you can, go all around. It's only 1/2 cup. You don't want to overload it. Remember, you don't want to overload it with too much chocolate shards, because overkill is overkill, and that can really take away from your beautiful gelato. So you just spread it out as thin as you can. Thin, thin, thin is the name of the game. All right, so use your offset spatula to spread it. You can use a butter knife. You can even do this upside down so that your pan, you're not upside down. Don't go upside down. Your pan is upside down. And you can actually tape your wax paper to the bottom. I've done that as well. And then you're going to put this in the fridge just for a few minutes. And then I'm going to show you what we're going to do with it afterwards. And we're going to make little shards. So I am going to process my ice cream, and I will see you back. My cold gelato base just got through the ice cream machine, and it's sitting in my ice cream machine ready for us to put the shards, the little shreds of chocolate. And here they are. They're nice and hard. You can see that half a cup of melted high-quality chocolate I put in the fridge on the wax paper. And now I'm just going to literally just roll it up like you're rolling up a towel. Very tiny, very tiny. And my wax paper is breaking, but that's okay. Just roll it up. I think the chocolate is breaking it. Just roll it up. And you want little shards. So keep it going. I'm going to roll it from this direction too. Let me roll it around. And you may not need all of it. You may just need some of it. But my vanilla-based gelato is gorgeous. It's creamy looking and delicious with a hint of almond in it. And I'm just going to go squish, squish, squish without melting. And then I'm going to just sort of squeeze them and put them into little tiny bits. And I'm going to put them in a bowl. All right. And here you are. You can even save some if you have too many. Save some for the top as a little decoration. Be very nice. So I'm just going to squish, squish, squish. And add some of my shards into my, here we go. All right. So I don't want too many. I just want enough to give it to look like the little bit of shards in there, and I don't want to overpower the vanilla. So I'm going to put this on the side. I am going to go get my vanilla gelato, and I have it right here. And here it is. Look how beautiful it is. So I'm going to take a bowl. This is what I do when I have things to mix in. The machine allows me to put mix-ins, but sometimes I like to do it by hand. So I'm going to take my middle piece out. Okay, see how nice that looks? Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And we may end up melting a little bit of it as we mix it in, but that's okay. Never fear, because it's going to go back in the freezer. And we're not going to eat it right away. You could if you wanted to, sometimes right out of the machine. But you do want to give it time to sort of season and get all the flavors to get sort of jiggy with each other and meld together. Sometimes oh my God. Oh my goodness. It's good. It's good. So I'm going to put all this in here, and then I'm going to fold in my shards, my little Stracciatella, and then I'm going to fold in some of my almonds. Okay, and you can see how beautiful this is. And I have a loaf pan that I am going to store this in. You can store it in anything you want, but I find something that I cover with plastic wrap is really the best. And I cover it with a piece of wax paper as well. So I'm just going to add some of these shards. And remember, as soon as they hit the chocolate, they're going to get nice and hard. And if you like them a little finer, you can make them a little finer. And then I have my 1/4 cup of coarsely chopped Marcona almonds. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. And you don't want to overmix. You're just going to fold. And remember, the ice cream Every time you fold it, it's going to get a little warmer because you have a little friction with your rubber spatula. So we don't want to overfold. Don't overdo this. Don't overdo it. Okay. If I want a little bit more chocolate, don't overdo that either. I love chocolate, so I tend to overdo the chocolate because I love it. But there you have your beautiful Stracciatella almond gelato. I had to compose myself. This really is amazing. It's so beautiful. Every time I make it, I'm like, wowed, wowed. So I'm going to put it in here and I'm going to press it. So you don't want any air. It has air already sort of, you know, beaten into it or pushed into it from the machine. All right. And that's very, very mildly done. It's not fluffy. It's really, really nice gelato. It's going to be nice and dense the way we want it. Just going to cover that there. Okay. And then I'm going to take just a nice piece of wax paper and just put it right on the surface so there's no air. Just press gently on it. A little bit of plastic wrap. And then it's going to go in the freezer, preferably overnight, but several hours before you serve it. And then you can take your scooper and go right down and scoop it up. So what I want you to do is watch on Instagram for what it looks like scooped up. So I hope you make this beautiful Stracciatella almond gelato, and I'll see you next time.